Valentine is a day that people love each other, come together, they share, and what they are sharing is love. Love is all about sharing.
Valentines came about due to Valentine. Valentine was a holy priest in Rome during the 270 AD. During this time, it was the reign of Emperor Claudius II, and Claudius II was very cruel. And during his time, there was bloody issues in the land of Rome. And due to this fact, he wanted many young people to join the army, but he could not get them. Getting them was difficult. And on realizing the reason why these people were not joining the army, being that they were committed to their families and the marriages, he decided to abolish marriages in Rome. And when Valentine came to realize this, he decided that he's going to hold secret marriages and engagements, and he was uniting the young families as far as marriage and family is concerned. And due to this, people celebrate Valentine. His remains, the skull was crowned with flowers, and that is the aspect of flower that you see young people or the people that are celebrating the Valentine's Day having flowers as a commemoration of Valentine. So my advice to you is that let us celebrate this with an open mind, knowing that let us embrace chastity, embracing the fact that Paul is telling Timothy that flee ye the lust of the flesh.
This Valentine's weekend and moment, I would like to share a little bit on 3 areas: the singles, those who are in a relationship, and then the greatest love. First and foremost, I'd like to address the singles. Singlehood is not loneliness. Singlehood is just a phase in life where you're not dating and you're neither married, and you're really embracing yourself. For those who are single out there here in the CU, I'd like to advise us: go out, have fun, engage yourself, buy yourself some ice cream, buy yourself choco, have fun while it lasts, Engage yourself, relate with people. Do not sit and start blaming God for not giving you the significant other. God makes everything beautiful at its own time. For those who are in relationships, cherish your significant other and let them know that you really love them and you really treasure them, and they are a significant part of your life. If it's time for the Bible study, have the Bible study. If it's time for talking about the social issues affecting both of you, then talk about. Let us not forget that the season of love is not measured by one day, and let us not forget that the essence of love and the one who makes love and perfects love is Christ. And I would repeat this, that he makes everything beautiful at its own time.
Toto is na washikaji. Na kofiti mazee ni Valentine yetu mazee. Wale wase wanapendana mazee. Walami wanasema Valentine is a holiday for romance. Romance is love in its active state, ignited and inspired mazee. Uko na huyo mshikaji wako, hata si lazima ikuwe mshikaji, inaweza kuwa beste yako. Make that love be active mazee. You can just share something nini. Ini ile siku yenye love inapata mikono na miguu, inapata hadi roho na ina act yani. So mazee, mkiendelea na hiyo spirit, mkumbuke hadi Romance 13 nini najua mnaitambua, muendelee na hiyo spirit yani. Isiku ati ni Valentine peke yake, lakini ikuwe daily na daily love ikuwe active in it.
Just to take a reference, what Jesus did at the cross. He loved us to a point that he went through a lot of transgressions, a lot of sufferings, a lot of pain, just because of us, so that we can have a freedoms, have an opportunity to get closer to our God. And it will not be good if I celebrate this Valentine without sharing this love of God to a person. And it is very important. I know every one of us would love to be loved. Every one of us would like to be embraced and to feel and to experience that kind of love that our hearts desire to. But more to that, there is something that Jesus did at the cross. As Christians, as a believer, we don't celebrate it as the people of the world. Yes, there are more to it. There are more to love. And I believe, according to me, the best way I can do this is sharing this love of God to them.
Have you ever been to a relationship or gotten into a relationship and you all wanted to pursue purity, but after some time you realize it is not coming true, it is just a dream that went by or it was carried away by the wind? Today I'm here to give you, to ask you a question, maybe a question, the very same question you've been having within yourself, that is it possible to pursue purity in a relationship? How possible it can be for you guys who are dating, who are in relationship, and for all of us who are young people. And one of the points is you must have the right focus. If you have the right focus, that means you focus on the things that will make you not to stumble. But if you focus on the purity thing, then that means you focusing on the stumbling blocks. So it is like umekatazwa kukula alafu unashinda ukipita karibu na food. You know, you easily tempted to eat that food. But if you have the right focus, then you will not stumble. And the right focus is having a focus on God. If both of you people can, the both of you can worship and serve God and focus on God alone and make Him to be the center of that relationship, then the purity thing will not be an issue. It will be an issue to both of you.
What is your take about Valentine and love?
Wow, my take about Valentine's reminds me about all the love of God. It reminds me about the greatest love of God. Okay, according to people, I've talked to many people and they're like, Valentine's Day is the day for going out, hanging out with your friends, hanging out with those whom you love. So my greatest take about Valentine's Day is all about the greatest love of God.
Okay. There is this group of people who are neither dating and they are neither single. They are kind of confused. What would you like to advise them?
Okay, what I would like to advise them is that they should not feel cold, they should not feel neglected. The main thing that I can tell them that God's time is the best, that they should always wait upon the Lord, and when the time of God comes, things will be in place.
There is also those people who are falling in their relationships. What advice would you give?
Okay, what the advice which I can give them is that they should not feel that all is over. There is still another chance. Maybe God is preparing them for the best man in their life or the best lady in their life. So they should take this time to stay closer to God, seek God's will, and when the God's time comes, they shall be in their real relationship.
Yes. This Valentine season, there are also people who have been booted. It is supposed to be a season of love, but they have been booted due to a reason or another. What advice would you give them?
Okay, the advice that I can give such kind of people is that if that relationship is founded on Christ, actually there should not be any kind of booting or something of that sort. So you should work out on your relationship and see whether it is founded on God. Because if its foundation is upon God, it will never have experienced such things.
Yes. In relationships, you find that people are getting advices from left, right, and center. Tell us something about that.
Okay, people have different perspective about dating. What I can advise such kind of people is that you should first consult God. If you engage God in everything, actually, God is the best person to consult, because many people have different views about dating. So the thing that I can tell you is that I can tell all these people that they should first ask God and consult God in everything.
Does the proverb 31 woman exist?
One woman.
The proverb 31 lady whom the Bible talks about, does she exist?
Oh, yes. Yes, she does. Yeah.
So, give a comment about the proverb 31 woman, the one who is respected, and Solomon finally quotes that charm is deceitful, but a woman who fears the Lord is worth the respect. So tell us something about that. Are there ladies out there who are really into Christ, and for those gents who are still in the S squad, the searching squad, are there ladies out there who are standing for God?
Yeah, of course, yes, there are so many ladies there who have chosen to follow the Christ. There are so many ladies there who have chosen to follow the right way. And there are so many men out there who have left the pleasures of this world and focus their life on Christ. So they are there, they exist, they are there. But people think that people do fake, they pretend, but they are those strong women of God. They are those strong women, the men of Christ who have chosen to follow Christ. Yeah, they are.